What is going down? TikTok. What are you up to, man? You just hanging? What day is it? It's Saturday. It is Saturday. Excuse me. I just do stuff, and then I'm like, I like all the stuff that I do. Every day is. It sounds weird if you say that. You go like every day is the same, but when every day is amazing, then it doesn't necessarily like change anything, if that makes sense. It doesn't mean like today is better than any other day, because every day is awesome. And when you've programmed yourself to recognize that like this day has more awesomeness involved. Good Saturday. David Chief, what's up, dude? This specific day that we call Saturday has a little bit more awesome. And as I say that, I'm starting to just recognize like the way my brain works. And it's been programmed to literally just go, this is more awesome because of this. This is more interesting because of that. Why do you wear a hoodie indoors? It's comfortable, and I'm out. There's literally a breeze. There's a whole door. Like, so my hand is outside right now. It is, I don't know, 45 degrees here, dude. It's cool. I just turned the heater off so I could be even more comfortable. I would rather be cold and then wear something that keeps me warm than to strip down to my skivvies and can't get any cooler. The sun isn't that fun. I don't like being too hot. I would rather be able to heat myself up either with thought or with clothing or with people. If this couch was kicking with cats, dude, it'd be quite toasty in this biatch. But it's just me hanging out with some sparkling water, just chilling. But this also, everyone asks me like technically I'm wearing two hats right now. This is for my ears. So if the breeze comes through here and affects my ears, then I can get an ear infection or I can get a super pounding headache. So I'm always wearing something over my ears, and I've been doing that since I was a little girl. Hey, what's up, girl? Lucky, what was it? I saw something, and then it disappeared. I'm trying to read that for you. Hang on. What does it say? Lucky you. It's blizzarding. Where are you, Kelsey? That's bananas. I love blizzards, man. I used to get snowed in all the time because I lived in the mountains for like 9 years. So I was used to like opening the door and being frozen in. What helped me get sober? Dying from alcohol. I didn't get sober. I died. And it's like, dude, if you drink again, you'll die again. So it wasn't getting sober. The only way I got sober was to drinking myself to literal death. It's like you can't be sober if you're dead. You also can't like practice sobriety if you're not alive anymore. So like the best thing that ever happened for me was to drink myself into ICU and not have any other option. And it's because of that I go, what do I wish I would have had? Who do I wish I would have known? And what do I wish I would have heard when I was actually trying to get sober before I died from alcohol? That's what the Beyond Sober program is. And that's what Sober Not Sober as an organization actually is. Yo, man, 3 years sober. Well, except for the glass of wine in Palm Springs. Dude, I got a bunch of people in Palm Springs right now. I lived there for 9 years. My homie Scott Merchant, he's there right now. We actually met in Palm Springs. Here's the coolest part. So remember this. If you're not trying to be sober, then you're not just sober, you're just not drinking. You know what I'm saying? So sober indicates that you're actively attempting to say no or practicing the art of sobriety, which means I don't want to drink, so I'm active. Well, I do want to drink, but I know it's not a great idea right now, so I'm choosing not to drink. That's in an active state of sobriety. So sober means you're technically between drinks, and you can be between drinks until you decide that there are no more on the way and you will never have another one. It's not a part of your life. At that point, you're not sober anymore. You just don't drink. That's what the definition of sober, not sober. I'm so sober, I can't even say that I'm sober because I'm not trying to say no. That's the whole thing. Me liking more now that I have, I've heard your laugh. You're ridiculous. Oh my goodness. There's a wasp on the ceiling. I don't know about that. What's that? What's the time limit of being sober? What's the time limit? You can be sober as long as you want. Remember this, you're going to be sober until you've moved through your recovery. So sober and recovered is not the same thing. Sober means you're in a space of time. Sober just means time. You could be sober your whole life and be zero amount recovered. You don't utilize the concept, the term, or the activity of sobriety if you've recovered. Those that have recovered don't sit here and go, it's Saturday and what am I going to do? Like do I drink? No, we could drink. You don't do that. Recovery means that you've broken, healed, shifted, or adjusted the way you view yourself, you view life, you view everything. And saying no to alcohol isn't a part of your regimen because your whole life is derivative of either thinking new thoughts, feeling new feelings, and doing new things, and saying yes to ice instead of all the dumb shit that we used to do. That's what it is. So remember, dude, your recovery isn't on the way because you chose to say no. Sobriety doesn't guarantee anything. It guarantees the time and the space and the cognitive attributes that you could use to step into recovery. Recovery is energy. Sobriety is time. So you're no more sober because you've gone longer. You can't add more sobriety. You can't. The days that you're counting, that we count, don't mean we're more sober. It doesn't mean we've achieved more. It doesn't mean we've unlocked something. You're not going to be any more sober on day 500 as you are at day 4. Because 4 days sober is the exact same amount of sober as day 400, 100%. So when you reach 4 days, which is why I'm celebrating everybody in my inbox right now, they're like, dude, I made it to 5 days. I'm 100% sober. I'm like, dude, we're the same amount of sober. Like 100%. The difference is those that are on their sobriety journey that haven't healed through their recovery, that those days that they're counting is some of the greatest achievements. I met someone yesterday. I got to hang out with her for 3 days. Hell yeah. I got to hang out with her for an hour. She is 7 days sober. Today is day 8. And sober is a big deal because she hasn't been sober in 6 years. So we're celebrating her sobriety. We're not celebrating 7 days. We're celebrating 100%. She's going to be 100% sober as long as she continues on her path of recovery. And her path through recovery or in recovery is she's going to the beach and she's going to hang out with her friends and do sober stuff on the beach in the sand and do all that stuff. So that's absolutely phenomenal. That's what recovery is meditation on the beach, eating good food, thinking good thoughts, hanging out with good people, and anything that moves us in the opposite direction of who we don't want to be or where we don't want to be or how we don't want to feel. I'm sober for 5 days today. Please bless me. Bro, that's amazing. You're 100% sober. You done did it. You did the work. So I want you to think about this. This is the truth with it. Every sip that you've been taking for how long you've been drinking has been the work. You have been putting in the work thinking that everything is going to be fixed. You're going to have the tools. You're going to have the strength. You're going to have the abilities. You're going to have the resources. That was the work. You had to do that work so you can reach those 4 days. You either felt enough pain that you had to change, you learned enough so you were inspired to do it, you got tired of your own shit, or you were given all the tools that you needed to step in and through those 4 days. Everything that you did prior to those 4 days was doing the work. Now that you've been strong through those days, now you actually get to use the strength that you've acquired while you were punishing yourself with the poison. You were getting stronger that whole time. The whole time you were getting stronger. Because in order to heal, we have to be in that state of pain. We can't heal through pleasure. You can't grow like that in the ways that we need. So this is when we look at things from a whole unique perspective and go, that was happening for me. It sucked every second of the way, but now that I'm here, I'm all about it. Much love. What's up, girl? Or Paulina. Oh, what's up? But time sober brings a lot of healing, body and mind. I'm going through a mental reprogramming. That's amazing. You're going to continue reprogramming and redefining your mind for the rest of your life. And that's what life is. Day 69, hell yeah. It is a constant state of expansion and programming and reprogramming. The coolest part is you don't have to fix things that you don't like. You just simply need to continue programming yourself into more things that you do like, because there's not like room for both. Like while you're thinking about all the stuff you love, you're not thinking about all the stuff you don't. And that's when that goes full circle into my mornings and my days of going, I'm not sitting here going, damn, today's awesome because I don't have a hangover. I'm going, today is awesome because today's fucking awesome. Because I choose, because I believe, because I say, because I know, because I am. The day is awesome because I am. The day doesn't exist without me. Life and time and space doesn't exist without me. I am the time and space and energy and happiness and abundance that I am experiencing. I'm experiencing me, and I love who I am. Do I meditate? I do every single day. I meditated for an hour today. Absolutely phenomenal, man. Next level meditation. It sets the standard. It sets the bar. It sets the programming. It sets the energetic force in which I experience myself throughout the day. Remember, the day isn't happening to us. We are happening through the day. The day exists. The living room is just here. You are the reason the living room is awesome. You think the living room is awesome because you are who you are. The living room objectively holds no opinions, no thoughts. It's not cool because some designer did it or you did it or whatever. If you choose to look at that living room and go, it's awesome, you're choosing to experience your own beliefs. It's awesome. Pauly Shore. That's one. We're going to see how many other people would say I look like Pauly Shore today. If it was a drinking game, I would have drank myself to death again. I think I like to hear myself talk. I do love to hear myself talk because I am my greatest influence. The things I say are directly reflecting my experience in life. Listening to yourself talk is how you hear how fucking dumb you sound when you say shit like that. Oh my God, he just loved to hear himself talk. If you don't know what you're saying, you don't know how you feel. If you don't think out loud, speak out loud, share yourself, then you are constantly influencing yourself with the toxin that keeps you introverted. If you do not express yourself, you are limiting yourself. If you do not share you remain limited within your perspective of what you think you understand. You don't know what you know. You don't know what you don't know. So to hear yourself talk, to actually go, I love hearing myself talk, means that I love myself. I love my perspectives. I love my understandings. I love what's inside of me. I love sharing myself. I love not giving an actual fuck. I love expressing my honest emotions and concepts. I love getting out the ideology of the sentences and construing things in such a unique way that the dots connect themselves. I enjoy the way the fucking vibration of my vocal cords vibrates through my entire skull structure as I give you 100% of my energy and experience the flow of thought effortlessly and endlessly in the infinite fucking vortex of all that is, which is me. Of course I love hearing my fucking self-talk. You should speak highly of yourself and you would love the words that fall out of your stupid fucking face. That is why we all want to love hearing ourselves talk. The only way that you can even do that is if you give permission to step through the cringe and allow yourself to be and exist. Hearing yourself talk is an expression and an exception of happiness, of peace. Those that are not at peace with themselves like to keep to themselves. Those that express themselves either have a lot to say or finally feel safe enough to be able to do so. I teach people to think out loud, to speak out loud, to express out loud. If you don't know what you sound like, then who the fuck is talking? Really? Is that you? Is that who it is? That shitty person that wants other people to like really take themselves down a notch because of your inability to do what others can do? Who's saying that? You wouldn't say that if you were a happy and a healthy person. Happy, healthy people don't want to like try and make people feel bad for enjoying themselves or who they are. That's insane. You must be one of the most toxic people in every room you walk into because those that are speaking, whether it's in their mind or out loud, are hearing themselves talk. You must know the nuance of your message, of your energy, of your perspectives, of the concepts. You must read the room. You must speak your truths into the ether of the ionosphere, which is also known as the universe. What you say out loud is a reflection of what you see and what you feel and what you are, and you attract more of all of those things as you continue giving yourself permission to express. If you have a problem with the fact that other people love hearing themselves talk, you hate hearing what you're thinking about you. That's a reflection of demise and misery and sadness and sickness. If you can't stand the thought or the sound of your own words, then shut the front door and use both of your ears. You must learn to love the information that is being shared with you. It's a decision. It's a choice. It's a podcast. It's a book. It's a literal voice in your head. You are what you're hearing. That's beautiful, dude. Absolutely beautiful. And I love what I just said. And I love the way it sounded. I love the way it felt when I said it. I love where it's coming from. I love that it's effortless. I love that I could literally smell the sound. I love the images that are depicted in my brain as I vocalize what I believe to be true. I love stepping into the art of flow and allow the words to just move through me as if I'm not even choosing these words, as in they're just an expression of the universe, as I am simply a part of something that the entire universe is doing. In the same way that a wave is something the entire ocean is doing, these words are a simple expression of all that is and will be and ever has been. I love hearing myself talk because I am with me 24/7. If I don't love hearing myself talk, then I've got things to work on. I've got things that I must accept in my life. There must be something deeply rooted and constraining in my existence if the mere thought of my own voice is appalling. I've got some shit to work on, which is perfect because then I know exactly where I am. I know exactly what needs my attention. I know exactly what I need to give my attention to. I know exactly where I need to put my energy towards. Goodness gracious, man. Learn to love your words. Learn to love your thoughts. Practice giving yourself appreciation. And what you hear is an act of self-love. That's what that is. Love is scary to those that hate on themselves all day long. Happiness looks weird to people who are truly unhealthy. The happiest people you'll ever meet are the cringiest cats you've ever seen because we don't give a fuck. We do happy, healthy things. And that's weird to those that live in a chaotic world. That's why we continue to show up and share ourselves and love who we are. How did you recover from liver failure? When I got out of the hospital, I was on the couch for almost 18 months, which means that they were going to put me in dialysis. Let me say this, dude. For me to be here, the insurance claim was $1.5 million. 4 hospitals, 4 teams, all the nurses, the traveling, the ambulance, the doctors, the surgeons, the staff, right? All of that, plus the follow-ups, dude, $1.5 million just to stay alive, dude. Thankfully, I didn't have insurance and they had to give me medical insurance, emergency medical insurance. And if it wasn't for the emergency medical insurance, I wouldn't be here today. But when I got out, they had me on 19 pills a day for about 6 months. They had me on Baclofen, which is another incredibly addictive muscle relaxer to help with all the pains and the anguish. And it took me about 6 months to wean myself off of that. Once I got stabilized, I got into the gym. I was 42 when I got into the gym. And it was physical therapy, had to do all that stuff, had to learn how to walk again, had to learn how to eat, how to think, how to drink, how to express myself. I had to learn how to talk again. I had to learn how to coordinate, like 2 things at the same time, walk and chew gum. Like that was a really, really big thing because of all the brain fog and the ammonia in my brain, and all that jazz. And then as I was recovering through the physical symptoms, I had to step into a cognitive space and go, I can't continue thinking the same things and feeling the same feelings and then do something different. I need to start thinking new thoughts, having new feelings, and taking new action. So I got very clear with what type of person I really wanted to be. Who was it that I was actually seeking with every sip of alcohol? And I didn't know who I was seeking until I became that person through recovery. This is why you're not going to find yourself in sobriety. You're going to discover yourself in recovery. So I decided that I am a happy, healthy person that says good things, that does good things, feels good things. And then I got very specific with what I wanted those to be. I wanted to eat healthy food. I wanted to drink a ton of water, high protein, low sodium diet. I wanted to get fit in the gym, stay fit in the gym. I wanted to enjoy working out. I wanted to get into meditation. I wanted to be more creative. I wanted to be more expressive. I wanted to learn more. I wanted to feel more intelligent. I want to intellectualize my own life. I wanted to be the hero of my story. So what does that person look like, feel like, think like, do like? Then every single day, including today, I act and think and feel and do exactly that. There's nothing I do today that I didn't do when I was on the couch. When I was like, you become exactly what you practice. In the same way that we practice being sick, we must practice being healthy. We must practice being happy. We must practice being who it is that we believe we either are or would like to become. Because here's what's up. You don't become a server just because you were hired at Applebee's. You got to practice being a server before they let you go, before you're on the floor and you're acting as a server does, before you're multitasking and holding in all those spinach soups and then dropping drinks off and doing all that stuff. You have to practice being a server first before you are a server. That's the whole point of life, is you're going to take all those skills and attributes and practices into every aspect of your life, because the way you do one thing is the way you do everything. The way you talk shit to people is the way you talk shit to yourself. The way you think about other things is the way you think about yourself. So until we practice thinking, feeling, and doing things in reflection of either who we are or who we're becoming, then we're always going to get the same results as we always had. If you want things you've never had, you have to do things that you've never done. So if you want to think highly of yourself, you need to start thinking higher of other people too. You got to start recognizing what is working for them. There's no competition. Like, we're not in competition with each other. You're no better than me. I'm no better than you. But we look at other people and go like, I like the way he does that. I like the way he looks. I like the way she looks. I like the way she thinks. I like the way she delivers herself. I like the way that he stands strong. Like, how do I do that? What do I do? I'm 37. I'll be 38 in May. And you look at those things and go like, what attributes of a genuine human, right? If I could be anyone, if I could live one day over and over and over, if I could think a series of thoughts every single day, if I could design the perfect existence, what would it look like in detail? Spread love, not hate, 100%. You are, no one is full of hate. People just practice hate. Those that are full of hate are just disconnected from the love that is inside. We are beacons of love. We are beacons of light. What we practice depicts something else. So you are love, but you may practice hate, which is the absence of the recognition of the love that you are. Until you start to see and practice and start actively defining what love and pleasure and happiness is to you, and peace, then the only thing in your reference is what anger and hate and despair and desperation is. And you act according to what you give your attention to. So you could be a desperate person practicing doing nice things. And then as you find those nice things, not just nice things to do, but as you practice being a nice person, you step into not practicing. You just are a nice person. And the way you're nice to other people is the way you're nice to yourself. But this is where we get lost, is we look at this and go like, I hold more value and I am a nicer person because I do more nice things for nice people. Your value doesn't increase because you do more nice things for people. I could only respect you at 100%. I can't respect you, or I can't think you're more nice than nice. Hey brother, what's up, bro? You're nice. You're a kind person. You're a compassionate, empathetic, understanding human being. Gotcha. Mendez, hold up. Let me see if I can make you add moderator, bro. Let's see that. Confirm. I think I just made you an admin, bro. I could be tripping. I don't know. We'll see what's up. Hang on, let's go back. That's the damn truth. Equally all the way. Yeah, 100%. The first 3 weeks are rough. First 3 weeks being sober. Yeah, they are. The first 3 weeks of my sobriety, I literally couldn't move, couldn't eat, couldn't think. I was sleeping. I was recovering. It was absolutely insane. I do everything today with good, honest intentions and no expectations. That could not be, I'm going to say this, it couldn't be sexier, because removing your expectations is what removes your definition of practice. Another way of saying is, what you do in private is who you are, right? So when no one's around, I'm putting the shopping cart away for myself and other people. I still say bless you even when no one's around. I say it to myself. I still say thank you to myself even though no one's listening. Cactus, what's up, G? I still do these things. And I also open the door for people. And I asked Grandma last night. I went to Publix after the gym to get some dish soap. And we're walking out and I see her with this full cart. I was like, hey, she's like, oh my God, you're so big. I was like, well, I kind of go to the gym. Do you need, can I help you with your groceries? And she's like, no, I'm fine. I'm like, are you sure? Like I work out to make sure that I can help amazing people like yourself. She's like, I'm okay. I was like, okay, all right, just making sure. And that's the thing. I didn't expect her to say yes. I was just there to offer my assistance for no reason. I get so much out of it, but I'm not doing it for any other reason, for any other purpose. I'm not actively trying to do things to get things. There's no expectation. Grandma didn't even have to say anything to me. She didn't have to accept my offer, but I also didn't expect to feel a certain way. I didn't expect her, nothing. The point is to do things with zero expectation, because when you remove your expectations of yourself or others, you will never be disappointed, Dakota. Ever. All disappointment is because of unmet expectations. I expected her to say thank you. I expected to feel better 3 weeks. I expected them to accept my offer. I expected a compliment. I expected for it to work out. I expected to be further in my journey. I expected to feel stronger than this. I expected to know more by this point. I expected someone to save me. I expected someone to show up. I expected to develop that thing. As we create these expectations, we are setting ourselves up for what we call failure. And most commonly, we set unrealistic expectations. Dude, I'm 5'7". I can't expect to be 5'8" tomorrow. I could try walking taller. I might feel 5'8" tomorrow. But an unrealistic expectation is thinking that because I'm stretching my body out all day, every fucking day, that I'm actually going to be taller. Not going to happen, dude. It's just not going to happen. But we set expectations like that all the fucking time. I expected to ace that test, man. I expected to be able to handle that much alcohol. I expected to be able to handle that much poison. I expected this to happen. All of these unrealistic expectations is what happens when you start defining yourself as the clown that you are. Here's the trip, dude. You expect me to take what you're saying. Just so everyone knows, there's a clown in the building here, and I love it. I think you're so hot, dude. You're so sexy. Like you doing all that shit, you saying that's hot. I fucking love that shit. It's serious. Like, for real? Goodness gracious. It's fucking hot. You expecting me to actually, like, give a shit about, like, what you're saying? Holy fuck. That is sexy. Give me more of that shit. Oh, I love it. I love that shit. I love that for you. You can take that. It's for you. I'll be your clown daddy. That's right. Pauly Shore with makeup. He did drag once. I've seen him many, many, many times. Goodness gracious. Having an expectation is also what drives us to continue reaching towards what we expect or want out of it. So to call me a clown is to expect me to take that in whichever way you perceive an appropriate response would be. So the fact that turns me on is an interesting one. Fucking interesting, I might say. That is really... Why? Where? That's really interesting. But that's the trip. It's just information. It's just data. It's just a robot. That's not a real person. Real people don't say that shit. Robots do. Robots that have been programmed to express themselves. I can't even take that shit seriously. That is a bot. So it's a computer fucking program that has been strategically. It can't be a person doing that shit. Because good people, decent people don't do those things. It's a bot. A bot is in the building. I can't even respect it as a person. Because they don't deserve to be respected. appreciated or even recognized. That's insane. It's amazing how many people literally are just robotically inclined to just say dumb shit and expect a response. All bullies just want attention. They don't get attention. This is a trippy shit. Nobody willingly wants to give any negative person attention. So they have to fucking beg for it. Every clown emoji, all of those things, it is literally just a cry for help. It's sad. I know what it's like to be the loneliest person on the playground too. Nobody wants to play with me. That's because I have ADHD and I'm the weird kid, right? I used to do all that shit. I know what it's like to literally not have enough love in my life, nobody really being around and not offering much to the world. So nobody wants to give me the one thing that is rightfully theirs, their time, their energy, and their attention. So I know what it's like to be a bully and beg for that shit and literally have to force myself into circumstances just to feel like I am a person. Like any attention is better than no attention. And the coolest part is every single person that bullies online wouldn't fuck with me in person. They would never, ever, ever fucking ever roll up on me and be like, hey, what's up, clown? These fucking keyboard samurai robots, dude. But that's what recovery is recognizing that sick people are sick and sad people are sad. And it doesn't matter what a sad person is attempting to say or think or feel or influence or whatever. At the depths of who they are is a pit of despair, and they're begging for someone to fill it with attention. I've been that person. That's how I drank myself to fucking death. Daddy, right? Absolute facts, man. Fellow sick person here. Thank you for being here. I love that, man. They're keyboard gangsters. They ain't gangster for shit. They're nothing. They literally offer nothing to the planet. It's just sad. It's super duper duper sad. And the unfortunate part, there's a reason. The interesting part about this is the reason that they choose to stick around is because they know that I'm right. Who would willingly, if they weren't receiving something in some type of positive or progressive nature, willingly keep themselves in a group of 150 fucking people knowing that they are the most unwelcome person in that room? Why would they choose to stay there if what they were receiving wasn't absolutely programmably positive and actually contributed to the state of being? They stick around because the only thing they know how to do is talk shit, be shit, because they are shit. But they also know that what they're responding to is triggering because it's right, triggering because it works, triggering because it is, triggering because it actually is who and what they want to be. Those that hate on others just want to be that person. They seriously look at that and go, you shouldn't have that. You don't deserve that. That's supposed to be mine. What you have is what I want and I don't have it, so you can't have it either. So hating on other people, unless they're actually like, hurting others or some shit, is just a fucking form of flattery. Serious. Stop it. Stop it. Goodness gracious. That's all that fucking shit is. And I love it, dude. I love that I could trigger you so fucking deeply simply by my stupid Pauly Shore face, that of all the infinite decisions that you could possibly make is to say some dumb shit just to get some attention. I'll give you all that. I'll give you all the attention. You can have it. You want it? Get it. You can take it. I've got an abundance of it. It's never ending. It's all for you. Holy shit. That's the point of recovery, though, it's to step into a perspective. It's to step into an honesty with yourself, step into a level of growth and an actual format of understanding. It's your ability to develop and curate a compassionate perspective of yourself and your past and everything that you did and didn't do, and then applying that to other people. It's finding and seeing yourself in others. It's choosing to look at things differently so the things that you look at change, right? That's how the world works. The world works as you shift. The world changes as you change your world. Not Pauly Shore. I've always said Dane Cook. Dane Cook was a shit. I can't unsee it now. Pauly Shore thinks I look like Pauly Shore. Like, he straight up, he found me on Facebook, dude. He found me on TikTok, and he responded to me like he's fucking blue checked and everything. I've released numerous videos with him, not personally, but of his comments and stuff, being like, dude, look, even Pauly Shore thinks I look like Pauly Shore. It is quite known. It took me 20 years for Pauly Shore to tell me I look like him, because people have been telling me that since I was 14 years old. What's up, Mazda Groupie? Considering taking up bullying so you can keep teasing us with that sarcastic. I can keep this going all day. Like, seriously? You look like you. I know. I love looking like me, though. I love looking like me. I like the way I look. Honestly, man, it doesn't matter how other people perceive me, because they choose to apply whatever helps them feel safe or confident or comfortable or whatever. If someone is using my face against me, that'd be fucking weird. I'm loving it. We see you. What's the topic? The topic is generally sober, not sober, beyond sober recovery. And then we've got, robotic clowns in the building that think that they're, adding value to a room full of people that don't want them around. You got to really think about that. You have to really think about that stuff. Intentionally keeping yourself in the line of fire of people that you're not welcomed around. There is such a dimension of despair when doing that. And I know what it's like, because I have ADHD, because I know what it's like to be the weird one. I know what it's like to be the one that's been beat up every fucking day. Like, the amount of trauma, PTSD, stories I can't even tell you guys here without getting canceled. The amount of shit, I've been dead, on drugs, in jail, all this shit. So clowns on the internet ain't shit. They couldn't handle what I've been through. So I say this to go, because of that despair and because of my understanding of what it's like to be the most unhealthy person in every room that you walk into, I know what it feels like to feel that in your core that you belong in the healthy room. You go to a conference full of people and everyone there is thriving in life, and you're the most sick person to arrive. The only thing that you can say is the shittiest thing that you think, because that's what you're programmed to believe and understand, and that's a reflection of how you feel. But you know that you don't relate but want to. You know that you want what they have, but you're not there yet. So in order for you to feel like you belong, you have to actively start attempting to bring other people down to your level, because you think that you, in order to win, other people need to lose. Instead of reaching a level of those that you're surrounded by, you are trying to bring people down to your level so you could feel like you're at their level. When people have to meet you at your level, that's not the same as you reaching them. This is called the gap. This is how we outgrow people. This is how we literally disconnect from humans, from creatures, from people, in our recovery journey. This is a huge, huge, huge topic, because I work with and chat with a lot of amazing people where only one person is working on themselves. And one person is drinking, has no intention not to drink. And the other person is sick or upset or tired, or they're just done. They're ready for something more. And their husband or their wife won't join them on the healing journey. And so what happens is they become incompatible. I don't take any medications. They become incompatible because the only thing that actually makes them compatible is when they're both provided the same personality. So what we don't look at, and what a lot of people haven't brought perspective to, is alcohol is a personality. Substance is a personality. And the interesting part is it doesn't matter your background, your circumstances, your preferences, your hobbies, your thought patterns, or what you've done. Oh shit, what's up? What you'd like to do. Thank you so much, man. It doesn't matter about all that stuff, because if alcohol is a personality and it affects every single person exactly the same, then what happens is when two people drink the same personality, they are compatible. But when one personality shifts or the alcohol wears off and the other person remains drinking, there's no compatibility anymore. So you may say the same thing, but you don't feel it in the same way. And so this is where people who are drinking actually look down upon those that are not drinking and go, you need to meet me at my level. We are elevated. We're next level. We're on another universe. In order for us to have a good time together, I need you to either convince me that you're faded, or I need you to actually catch a fade. Otherwise, my insecurity about not knowing how to entertain myself without poison is far greater than our friendship or my love for you. I need you to reach this level with me. Otherwise, I can't love you the way I think that you should be loved. The only way I know how to love you is under the influence. You've been there. Isn't that crazy? Thanks for being live right now. Really need your rhetoric. I got you. Don't shit, man. It is Saturday. It's a rock star. I appreciate you. I was addicted to Rockstar for like 10, 12 years, something like that. I've been addicted to caffeine, nicotine, alcohol, the gym for a little bit. I was addicted to pre-workout. Damn. Anything else? No, that's pretty much it. That's it. Addiction is addiction, dude. And I've broken all of them. This is why there's so many people that all of my addictions I've broken. I work with people that are addicted to H and yayo and all these other things. Addiction is addiction. Addiction is format, and addiction is neurological and physiological structures, right? And when you break those structures or shift them, then you're able to break not just the addictive habits, but the addictive like cravings. When you realize that it's just a thought and not a craving, you're able to write a new code, a new pathway, fire and wire a whole new concept of going, I don't want alcohol, I'm just thirsty. When you do that, then what happens is you no longer think about alcohol, you just think about water. You think about hydration. That happens over time. That means you've broken the addictive thought patterns and the subconscious habits that lead you back to practicing that addictive behavior. That's the rewiring of your mind, man. That's a refiring of those codes. Still slamming me at the moment. I get you, man. It's super cool to see so many people seeking out sobriety. Kudos to you all. Hey, thank you, man. Sobriety is what I'm starting to see. This is called your RAS system, reticular activation system. Your reticular activation system is designed to keep you safe. Okay. And we use it in everyday life. So your reticular activating system or activation system, let's just say you're sitting at a restaurant. Anybody have PTSD? They got paranoia, high anxiety. Your RAS system activates and is calculating where all the exits are. They're looking at all the cars in the parking lot. It's your activation system is constantly seeking to make sure that you're safe. Jay, constantly seeking to make sure you're safe, making sure there's nothing to worry about. Okay, so your RAS system is back here and it's constantly doing its thing. But the RAS system can also be activated and is activated with intent. So what that means is look around the room for anything that's blue. This is called a blue car experiment. So this blue, just look around, right? You see any blue? There's blue over there. There's a blue on the book. There's two blues there. I don't see any other blue, right? Blue on the remote. Okay. Now my RAS system is configured to recognize blue. Oh, see, I found something else. See how I stopped looking, but I found blue anyway? There's blue on that lighter right there. Okay. I stopped looking and now I saw blue on the lighter next to the candle. I didn't see that originally. My RAS system is activated. You're still sober. That's amazing. So the same goes with all elements of our life. So I say this in regards to sobriety and alcoholism. As we step further into sobriety, our RAS system activates. That's not actually what it's called. Reticular activating system. I just like calling it RAS system. Your RAS system activates and goes like, oh shit, you're sober? Oh my God, they're sober. They look sober. He looks sober. They look sober. Sober this, sober that, sober that, sober that. So what happens is that RAS system starts painting a picture that everybody's getting sober now. Everyone's focusing on sobriety. And then as you do that, how much is your program? $123 for a lifetime or $19 for as long as you want it. You could also get it for free if you join if you drop your information on sponsormysobriety.com. Hit the website, man, beyondsober.org, all the information. Every time someone buys a membership, it unlocks a membership for someone that can't afford one. So I have a bunch of memberships that show up almost every day. So let's just say 10 people decide to buy a membership today. 10 people that can't afford one but are struggling with addiction and sobriety have a lifetime membership, which means you are basically taking care of somebody else. You're possibly saving someone else's life that physically and financially aren't in as beneficial of a situation as you are. It's the buy one, get one. It's the paying it forward. It is the recycling of opportunity. So if anybody's even considering grabbing a membership, everybody that joins the Beyond Sober now gets a free upgrade into the new unlabeled sobriety program. The program is called Unlabeled. It is sobriety, redefining sobriety on your own terms without labels. So not saying that you're sober, not calling yourself an alcoholic, not recognizing yourself as an addict, not labeling yourself as problem drinker, not even your fucking name. It is straight up removing all the limiting concepts of labels so you can recover holistically, which means in your own way based on who you are. This is a holistic approach for everybody. You notice that we're not going through specific steps. We're not programmed to do certain things. You are picking out all of the things that are for you. You are taking in what is for you at this moment. I'm not telling you, go here and do this, and you have to do this first in order to do that shit. No. Holistic means based on who you are, and where you'd like to go. I'm giving you the tools with no labels so you can create the labels for yourself and then define yourself through your recovery journey. Make sense? So if not calling yourself an alcoholic is going to help you feel more free while you're recovering, then there's permission to do that. And that's what unlabeled sobriety is all about. So I go back to your RAS system, your reticular activation system. Wow, no pressure. Exactly. Beyond Sober is exactly the same. It's exactly the same. You don't have to show up and say you're an alcoholic. You could actually graduate with a certificate in sobriety while still drinking. It's a master class. That's what Beyond Sober is. You're taking a master class. You're mastering your mind. You're mastering these concepts, these principles, these formats. You're mastering your reticular activation system. Your RAS system also applies to, hang on, do you have a forecast of your spiritual path? A forecast is just based on who you believe you are right now, and who you know you're becoming. So your forecast isn't destiny. Your forecast is a perspective based on your energetic design, based on where you are right now. So right now, where I'm at, my forecast is all sunshine and rainbows. So that's my forecast. But that's as my spiritual forecast relates to my reticular activation system. Your RAS system is also responsible for you finding reasons why you are healing, why you are unstoppable, why you are who you are. Because remember, just like looking at blue stuff, if you look around the room, you see all the blue stuff, but then you look around the room and you find all the positive stuff. You look around the room and you find reasons why you have everything you need. You look around the room and you find reasons why you are accomplished and successful and abundant and peaceful. Your RAS system is programmed to not just keep you safe, but to help you feel like you are exactly where you're supposed to be. You feel like you are making progress. It helps you, it reminds you, it's actively out there looking for reasons why you're healing and you're feeling better, why things are good, why it's okay to be excited about the future, why it's okay to be excited about where you are, why you don't have to do more to get more. It finds reasons why you deserve love even on your lowest day. It's Pauly Shore. That's 3 people today. I must be reaching a whole new audience because this is all old news, man. And thank you for your feedback. Oh, you're so welcome. And so when we program our RAS system to look for certain things, we get to activate our state of peace. Because remember this, think of how peaceful it would be to know that your brain is constantly seeking out reasons for you to feel safe, whether you're aware of it or not. You've done enough in your recovery. Always weird to say, I know I'm not fixed yet, but if you need a mod, I won't let you down. Oh, bro, you want to jump in as a mod, bro? Hang on. I got rid of a whole bunch of mods. But here's what's up. Let's do this. Add moderator. Bro, take it. You can do whatever you want. Bro, you got it. Hey, I appreciate it, dude. Thank you, Jay. Proud of you, man. Thank you for offering. So that's perfect. So your RAS system, look, so Jay is actively out there. Not only is he are they a member of the Beyond Sober program, but part of the practice is stepping into a leader position. They're leading themselves through a program, leading themselves to wake up, leading themselves to drink water, leading themselves to practice, to practice, to practice, to practice. And out of respect for themselves and out of respect for their recovery and their expansion and their desire and focus, they go, hey man, let me help you out. Not because I need help, but because that helps them feel like they're contributing, like there's a purpose, like even the smallest thing, like moderating a comment. The way you moderate a comment, the way you read this, the way you interpret this, is the way you interpret your dishes, is the way you interpret your friends, the way you interpret your face, the way you interpret all this stuff. And you're looking for things that can be adjusted and added and improved and tweaked and adjusted. That is a foundation of a healthy lifestyle. So remember this, dude. Jay, you're not fixing anything. You're not supposed to fix anything. You're not supposed to sit. You're not an engine. You're not a bolt. You're not a screw, right? I need you to be you, not being distracted by it. I get you. I appreciate you. So for your own selfish reasons, you're out here moderating that shit. I love that, man. Everything we do is selfish. That doesn't mean it's a bad thing. Everything I'm saying, I say it because I get something out of it. I'm not sitting here going like, I'm just out here doing nothing for no reason. No, I'm saying all these things because I feel a certain way when I say them. You are listening to what I'm saying because you feel a certain way when you hear them. You are doing certain things because you're going to get either something or nothing. Getting nothing is the same as receiving something. That's because I'm getting no bullshit, no hassle, no drama, no whatever. Or you're receiving pleasure and light and love and peace. For every action, even in the absence of retrieving, you are receiving. Even in the absence of retrieving, you are receiving. Every single person here, including myself, is here because we're gaining something. Other people, unhealthy people, may look at this and go, all these people are selfish as shit. Look at them, just completely ignoring the rest of the world. They could do anything. They could join Greenpeace. They could go out here. They could be building a house. They could be donating. They could be on the streets. They could be feeding the homeless. They could be doing all this shit. But all these selfish people up here taking care of themselves and imbibing information and sharing their energy, I can't believe they're not doing anything for me or for somebody else. Bro, we're all doing this for ourselves. We are all gaining something out of this. And it's out of this energetic exchange, the giving and receiving, the dimension of reception and sharing, that we are becoming greater. We are accepting more. We're realizing more. We are giving ourselves permission to take care of ourselves. We are giving ourselves permission to expand upon what we believe and what we know. We are giving ourselves an opportunity to express our truths and challenge our beliefs and take on new perspectives. The more we practice being selfish, which is the greatest act of self-love, the greater we're able to share ourselves with others and be selfless. The greatest act of selflessness is selfishness. You can't be selfless without taking care of you first. You want to be even more selfless? You want to help even more people? Take care of you. You must. In taking care of you, you are taking care of others. Whether it's just you walking into a store, standing next to someone and having a positive vibe when you go in there, they may be having a shitty day, but your positive face and that glow in your eyes could be the literal spark that they needed to not take themselves out that day, not go to the liquor store, put the wine back. Your literal energetic force just by moving through life changes lives. You show up, you take care of you, drug induced, you take care of you, you are taking care of the person next to you. We're not conditioned to do that. We're just conditioned to survive. You got to take care of you so you don't die. We're not conditioned to take care of us so we do thrive. We don't look at this and go like, we're indoctrinated into thinking that we are more valuable based on how much we do for other people, how willing we are to sacrifice ourselves or struggle longer. Dude, Cactus, dude, he struggles all fucking day long, dude. He literally has no time. barely spends any time with his family, man. He's working fucking 40 hours a day. He is literally creating a whole new day out of 24 hours and doubling his workload. He's just struggling deeply, man. He barely gets any sleep, doesn't eat any fucking food. And he is just out there grinding and grinding and grinding and grinding and killing himself every single day. Doesn't he hold more value? Doesn't he deserve more? Doesn't he have more happiness on the way? Fucking no, bro. No, that's not what that means. That's sick behavior. That's sadness. That's desperation. That is straight up the opposite of love, man. We don't deserve more because we're willing to hurt ourselves. We don't deserve more happiness because we're willing to struggle longer. We don't deserve more because we can handle more pain. Just because we're willing to take the hit doesn't mean we have to. Just because we are the strongest ones in the room and are capable of literally suffering in ways that other people are incapable of doesn't mean that we have to. Raise your vibes 100%. Our value increases as we increase our value from within. I can only tell you what I perceive your value is based on my perspectives and understanding. But I can't convince you that you're worth more than you're willing to accept. I got my ass kicked by my wife last night in the cops game. That makes sense, dude. Unhealthy people get unhealthy results. That's what it is. I have a fucking felony record for defending myself. Unhealthy people get unhealthy results. I did 6 years on probation, 2 ankle bracelets, arrested more times than I can fucking count. I've been dead, been addicted, all this shit. Unhealthy people get unhealthy results. You put that energy out there, you act as someone who doesn't give a shit, you're going to get results by people that don't give a shit. 100%. Nice to meet you. Tokyo in Japan. What? That's amazing. No way. I love that. Holy bejesus. That is, I was about to say something like my first thought, it'd be fucked up. I gotta say this. Like, unhealthy people get unhealthy results. So I don't know if this would be like an extension of racial indoctrination or something like that. But my first thought when I thought Tokyo in Japan was to reference myself in the gym because people call me ninja. Bruce Lee is like my guy. But I don't know if going like Tokyo, Japan, Bruce Lee, and I am a ninja, people literally call me ninja wannabe, Nashville ninja, all that shit. Would that be considered, like I'm dead, I'm so fucking curious, excuse my language. Would that be considered like semi-racial or racist or anything like that? Because I operate with a literal costume. Like people, like the way I move, the way I do things, they go like, dude, that's straight ninja shit. Like I am the art of flow and like all of these things. So my understanding, Tony Jaa, like my whole life is very influenced by Asian culture. I don't know enough to not know what I'm doing, if that makes sense. And I say this because I'm so interested in growing and knowing. Because I was raised racist. Like people wouldn't even think about this, but I was raised by hillbillies. So I grew up saying very racist things that I had no idea that was racism even existed. I was just taught that. I didn't believe it. It felt wrong once I started understanding what I was saying. And I was like, that's not what I'm trying to say. I'm not trying to call them out. That's what I've been saying the whole fucking time. And it took me years. Even today, something will trigger a thought I used to have and go like, I used to say that casually. I don't mean that. Not racist, maybe stereotype. Yeah, maybe that's what it is. Might be a stereotype. That makes more sense. I feel better going like, oh, that's a stereotype. Because I'm a short white guy. I tell you what, dude, I'm from Bakersfield, right? Like, man, it's crazy when we break the habits we didn't know we had. It's wild. Yeah, bro. So, like, I grew up in Chicago. Northwood separated my dad was. My country, Japan culture, you know. Come to Japan someday. I would love to. Here's my next thing. I'm a fucking breakdancer. Excuse my language. I'm so heavily influenced by Asian culture, dude. Like is that Asian culture? Am I correct in saying that? Because like I think Japan, Tokyo, Korea, Asia, uh, like that's just these I don't know any better. Like this is me just like blatantly expressing my understanding. Do you have any vids? Yeah, you can go to TikTok and type in dancing on dumbbells. All of my gym stuff, all of my flow, all of my ninja arts, all of that stuff is on TikTok. I got like 320 followers on there. I just put my ninja stuff up for the sake of doing it. But dancing on dumbbells. But yeah, so like that culture, that's actually, I'll say this. I gotta say this because I meditate every fucking day. You want to be a mod too? Okay, you'd love to be a mod? All right, hold up. Let me do Dakota. Hold up, add mod. There you go. Get it. I'm gonna follow you back too. I love this, man. I love the mods. And I really, truly appreciate it too. So on that note, what was I gonna say? In meditation, one of the greatest meditations that I've ever had was meeting my past self. My last name is Rain, right? So it's Kohdi, Rain, Kohdi, Rain, Rayne. One of the greatest meditations I've ever had was probably about a year ago. And I got my guides helped me meet my past self. And the name that they gave me was Ryan Samurai. And I actually bought the domain name Ryan Samurai. And I attempted to step into it. It's midnight there. Have a nice day. Hey, thank you so much. Thank you so much for swinging through. Like, thank you for sparking this conversation. And I really, truly appreciate you. I'd love to. Send an invite and I'll make it happen. Like, I'm so dead serious. Yeah, I'm debating going to Vegas. I'll be in Denver. I'm debating going to Florida. Now someone's telling me to go to Japan. I'm down, bro. Let's go. But that was one of the greatest things is you don't know where your influences come from and you don't necessarily know why you like things. You just do. So going through meditation and meeting my past self and realizing that Ryan Samurai was like true to me. And in a past version, I was like a samurai warrior, and being able to deeply connect to that helped me create structure and understanding on where my influences came from, why I dress the way I do, why I think the way I do, why Bruce Lee and Tony Jaa and all these specific flow arts are so important to me, why I dance the way I do, why I'm into breakdancing in that culture. And then more importantly, I'm the short white dude. I don't have culture. Tomato soup. Like, I have no culture. Like, where I'm from, I'm ninja. In my own head, 100%. So like my culture isn't like I'm Italian, I'm Scottish, I'm Irish. So like there's nothing that's like really has gotten my attention based on like my genetics or whatever, or my nationality. But culture is always in hip hop. Culture is in Japan. Culture is in breakdancing, graffiti. I was a DJ for 16 years. So turntablism, scratching, all the MCing. Harry Mack is one of my favorite artists of all fucking time. Excuse my language. But dude, like I am so heavily influenced by culture because it's just the greatest expression of self. I'm from NYC, but live in London. If you ever visit here, but hey, dude, invite me out. Dude, I love to go to London. I got my passport. I can make it over there. Almost 20,000 likes. Holy shit. I didn't even think about that. That's FYP this thing. I appreciate you. Harry Mack. Oh my goodness gracious, dude. Mac, I'm seeing Mac. He's going to be here in Nashville in June, and I have tickets to go see him. I don't get like starstruck, and I don't get like really, really like excited about people. But Harry Mack, dude, I have never, ever heard someone express themselves so deeply, so articulately, so just impactfully, and with so much creativity. It's absolutely bananas. And I'm actually when I hear him flow, I hear where he's going, and it's my ADHD. There is so much serotonin that releases in my brain because as soon as he hits that word that he's rhyming towards, I heard it. I felt it on the way, bro. Boom, there it is. And the way he links all this stuff is just astronomical. And then he describes the way that he thinks out loud and the way he constructs these specific word formats And it is a literal work of art. And I could almost feel and see the dots connecting themselves as he's saying these things. Harry Mack, dude. If you don't know who Harry Mack is, he's one of the best freestyle artists on planet Earth, dude. Like, you just give him a word and he will create an entire song in under 3 minutes off the top of his head with like 3 words that you gave him. Harry Mack, dude. So definitely check him out. Take a look at him on TikTok, dude. He's blowing up. I feel this on such a deep level. Dude, Harry Mack is absolutely phenomenal, dude. Like, from my observation, Japanese have higher level of discipline in Asia. Yeah, dude, I believe that 100%. Your story and knowledge is incredible. Keep up the amazing work. Thank you so much. We're talking on April 3rd. Hell yeah, dude. I'm so stoked for that. Chris, cause you just jumped on the calendar. I got those notifications, man. Super stoked to meet you, dude. And thank you for being so consistent in following up and making sure that we get an opportunity to connect. Oh, what? Thank you so much for subscribing. I really, truly appreciate it. Every time someone subscribes, I'm just like more motivated to show up. I really appreciate like you guys wouldn't think this, but this is my type of therapy and expansion too. And 311 days sober, that is absolutely phenomenal. Part of my, I don't want to say therapy, but what is so therapeutic is that I get a chance to see how well everybody's doing. I get to see people that are celebrating 300 days. I get a chance to see people who are out in London and loving what they're doing. I get a chance to connect with people who are really moving forward in life. And more importantly, as I say this, I start to realize that we're here because we're all healing together. We are all moving forward. We are all growing together. And every time I'm here, it's not just I'm here. It's we are here. We are sharing ourselves. We are progressively influencing each other, whether we're just seeing a number grow or we're seeing someone pop in or we're sharing a comment or we're sharing a live or we're subscribing or whatever it is. The point is that we are actively influencing each other in an extremely positive and progressive way. We're here because we care, not just about ourselves, but each other. Like, we may not be giving each individual person all of our undying attention, but we are collectively contributing to the overall energy of this conversation. I love going live for this reason. Costa Rica needs to be in your travel future. I'm down. I just got invited to Puerto Rico too. Now that I'm thinking about this, man, there's so many opportunities for me to just take advantage of. That is what I love, man. I love flying. I love being on planes, dude. That's how I got here to Nashville. Like, it was just so badass. Oh, gotcha. Half marathon? What? That's insane. Connection is key. And here's the trip, dude, is on the concept of connection. We don't create connections. The connections are already there. You lived in Puerto Rico for 22 years? No way. That's dope. Good morning, Jacqueline. Connections aren't made. They're recognized. Okay. So I want you to really think about this. 20,000. Holy shit. Thank you so much. We could try if it feels forced. I really want you to think about this because we can connect to ourselves. That's our whole point. 1 year. Holy shit. I'm so proud of you. We don't create a connection with ourselves. To create a connection with something is to go like, we don't make sense. This is not, no, there's nothing here. To create a connection is to find all the reasons why we think there's supposed to be a connection. There's not. There's not supposed to be a connection. Not everything, we technically, energetically, and molecularly, on a cellular and energetic level, are all connected. But that doesn't mean we need to strengthen a connection that isn't already there, right? When there's a connection, it is obvious. It feels right. It makes sense. It's effortless. And it doesn't matter if you're in London or you're in Nashville. We can feel the connection and recognize the connection without even having to say anything. We can see it in each other's faces. We can feel it in the comments. We recognize it through the energy and the space and the time. We continue to stay here. We're not trying to relate. We just do. We're not trying to make sense. It just does. That's what a connection is. And this is why we don't have to facilitate an environment or a relationship that feels forced. You got to run? Hey, thank you so much for hanging out. Dude, thank you for being here. We love you. It's all authentic, 100%. Have you taken a breath yet? Yeah. So we look at this connection and go like, this is where toxic relationships, either with yourself or with people, come in. Is there's just no connection. There's just no love. It just doesn't. It feels forced. If it feels forced, it is forced. And in Beyond Sober, we talk about radical acceptance in our environments and the things that we have to accept. What deserves our attention and our acceptance and what doesn't. Who deserves our acceptance and who doesn't. So, for example, your parents, there may be no connection there. I have no connection to my pops. I have love for the dude, but no. I don't even want a connection if there is one. I don't have to make something connect because someone thinks there's a connection. Just because somebody sees something in me or recognizes something within themselves as they look at me doesn't mean there's an actual connection there. It means that if we have to force or convince ourselves that what we have or what you believe we have is real, then it's not. In no point of our life should we have to convince ourselves that what we have is for us. We either recognize it at the depths of what it is and facilitate and nurture and nourish the connection that's already there, or we give ourselves permission to disconnect what was never there to start with. There's no connection. I don't feel connected, right? Did you skateboard? Yeah. Did you skateboard? Or what did you do to take your mind off drinking and drugging? Keep in mind, I used to drink and skate. I didn't just try and get sober. I literally drank myself to death. Like I've been dead. So it wasn't me trying to stop doing things and then I stopped doing them. I died. It killed me. Like if I drink, I'll die. It's not about not drinking. So the point of sobriety, the point of recovery is to develop a perspective and a mindset where all of your attention energetically, naturally, authentically just goes to things that are good for you. So you're going, what am I going to eat? I'm going to make myself a kick-ass lunch here in just a little bit, right? I'm going to have this. I got this meat. I'm going to do this. Maybe I'll do a chicken sandwich. I'm going to do this stuff. And then remember this, when you're fully immersed in your energetic future, when what you're doing is contributing value to who you are right now, where you're going, right? And everything that you're doing feels good. You are not attempting to not think about something that's bad for you. All of your attention is already going to what's working and what feels right and what makes sense. So sobriety isn't about distracting yourself from something that's bad for you. It is practicing giving your attention to things that are good for you. Go fishing. Do anything. Do everything. Anything that isn't alcohol is the right decision, is the appropriate decision, is the right angle. Because alcohol is one thing. Imagine, think of it, like you were in a relationship with alcohol. I know it's difficult to not think about your ex during a breakup, but when you're not thinking about your ex, you're doing everything that isn't your ex, right? So just because you think about your ex doesn't mean you want it. You don't want your ex back. What are you talking about? You miss the feeling you had at your best. So I think about my ex, my former, every fucking day of my life. She's the one that saved my life. She's amazing, incredible human being. Her kids are phenomenal. I think about them every single day. And when I think about them, yes, the breakup sucked. It hurt. I didn't have fun with that. But I don't miss the relationship. I miss the feeling that I got. I miss that family dynamic. I miss the feeling I got within the relationship. But I don't miss that person. I don't miss all of that. That wasn't for me. Same with alcohol. I don't miss alcohol. I miss some of the experiences that it gave me. I met celebrities. I've done some amazing things. I've done incredible art. I've laughed my ass off. I don't miss alcohol, but I do crave that fucking experience of being uncontrollably out of my mind laughing. I don't miss being faded. I do miss being oh my God, it's so easy to laugh. That is not alcohol. Alcohol doesn't do that. I did that. I just happened to use alcohol. I just happened to experience that in that relationship. So I don't miss alcohol. I don't miss a relationship. I miss the experience that it gave me. I miss the feeling that it provided for me. You don't miss your ex. You miss the feeling. The end result is what we're searching for. And that end result is peace. That end result is permission to laugh, permission to smile, permission to grow, permission to be here, the permission to be now. Because when you are laughing your fucking ass off, you are not thinking about your bills, dude. Yeah, something I'm learning now. When you are cracking up and you're right here and you're hanging out and you're with your bestie, or you're with you and you are your best friend, when you are so immersed in what's happening right now, you are not thinking about all the shit you don't like. Even if thinking about the shit you don't like is the reason why you're laughing, while you're laughing and enjoying yourself, you're not thinking about that shit. Because you just aren't. All of our suffering and all of our pain and all of our anguish and desire comes from not being here and feeling like this moment matters. We look back and go like, that moment was more important than this moment right now. Or we look forward and go, when I achieve that and feel that, I will be allowed to be happy. I am given permission to express myself authentically when I become that person. When I start doing that thing, when I wake up with discipline, when I wake up with self-love, when I wake up with that shit, then I can practice being happy. But that has to happen before this happens. That is untrue. That is punishment. We're punishing ourselves, thinking that waiting for a moment that isn't arriving is more important than the only moment that exists, which is this one. This moment right now is life. So prioritizing a moment that doesn't exist yet is prioritizing something over your entire life. Life is what's happening between moments. Yet you're the reason those moments show up. So if we don't prioritize this moment right now, we may never reach that moment. That moment may never show up. The point is life is what's happening in the journey. You are the journey. You are the process. Be so. You are life. You don't have a life. It's not something that you're doing. You are life. You're the reason life exists. Without you, all life would cease to exist. You couldn't live life. There would be no life. You don't even own your life. You are life. This is your life experience. So to think in the past and go like, life was better back then, or think in the future going, life will be better when this happens, is to completely override the fact that you are life. And what you're going to experience over there is you. In the same way that you're here now, you're experiencing me, you're experiencing us, you're experiencing this moment. The moment isn't greater at the end of this conversation. It is you are experiencing you within this conversation, and you are going to be a greater version of yourself, experiencing even more towards the end. But the end is not more important than this moment right now. Without you, all life would cease to exist. Absolute facts, dude. Yo, what's up? Without you, literally, this is quantum mechanics. This is quantum shit. Energy, which is what you are, can't be created and can't be destroyed. This is why you can't die. I've been dead. You can't die. The other side, you just continue. It's amazing. It's the most incredible thing. You are the reason life exists. Without you, all life would continue to, or all life wouldn't exist. So if you literally energetically were to dissipate, Spartacus, if you were to dissipate, that means everything would dissipate. You are the reason life exists. You are life happening. You are not some person just experiencing this shit. You are literally all that is life. And to think that life happening over there in that way with that perspective and that idea is more important than you being, living, and existing as life here in this moment is absolute punishment. Did you have an NDE? Yeah, dude. I died cardiac arrest in ICU. What's up, Paulina Vibes? She knows exactly what I'm talking about, dude. Right? I drink a lot of water now. It keeps getting easier to restart. I've been lapsing every 2 days. Used to be daily. That's interesting. That's an interesting perspective. I have a wonder idea for you and everyone in need. Please message me when interested to hear it. I'm telling you this, man, through absolute years of experience, no one's going to reach out to you. What did you see on the other side? The other side is more of a feeling than it is a view. Because on the other side, you don't just see stuff. You become everything. Like, I saw light, but I didn't see a light. I saw everything. You become everything. When you return as energy, remember, like, you're just a collection, you're just particles put together. Like, when you become a wave, right? I could go into the science of all this stuff, but the point with this is when you are not particles anymore, when you are just energy, your consciousness and awareness and all that stuff, when you are not your brain, you're not your brain. When you are not your body, you're not your thoughts, you're not your memories, you're not your opinions, you're not your worries, you're not your anxiety, you're not concepts, you're not any of it. You literally are none of those things. That's not who you are. Because you remove all of that stuff, you still exist. So what are you? You are 100% science. You're 100% energy. You are all that is. You are the dinosaur. You are literally fucking everything. So on the other side, you are no longer human. Human is what we're experiencing. We're experiencing a human body, this meat suit. We're experiencing the bones. We're experiencing the brain. The brain is just a lump of jello in a dark room using a nervous system, attempting to gain information to make sense of life, what this universe is. So when you are not your nervous system, when you've removed you from the human existence, you are just consciousness. You are just energy. You are just awareness. You are the observer. You are the source. You are one. For those in the religious space, you become God. 100%. You just become God. God, source, one. It is, you feel the vastness of everything. It's indescribable. You can't even, like, there are no words. I got a book right here called Journey of Souls. There's hundreds and hundreds of sources in this book of people saying the exact same thing, dude. And the trip is that you see the light, but you are the light. You become the peace. Like, the only reason I know what peace is, and the reason why I could help people create peace in their own life, is because I experienced it in its wholeness, in its expansiveness, when you have zero worries, when everything that defines you as human is gone, you become the absolute energetic force and truth that is peace. You become the energetic force that is you. You literally recognize everything. You become everything. It is absolutely phenomenal what happens. And it's from that space that you basically become infinite. The peace is unbelievable and almost indescribable. 100%. You cannot describe that shit. Like I've gone viral talking about it. I've created an entire program based on that experience. Like, I've helped people like overcome addictions and trauma, all because of a program called Bending Waves. And to be able to describe it is just simply human. I can't. There are no words to say what happens. I'll say this though. There's no reason to be afraid of death. You can't transition. You can't cross over until you've reached an absolute state of bliss and happiness. And it's the greatest, you can't even, I don't even know what to say about it. Just thinking about it is overwhelming, dude. It's ecstasy, dude. It is so, I don't even know what to say about it. And so this is why I don't fear death. And this is why I'm excited, to die again, right? If that's what you wish to call it. You're just transferring energy. You're just becoming something else. You become everything. And I've been able to use that experience to help a lot of people who are struggling with grief, die daily. Bending Waves. I got to write that down. Yeah, you can go to bendingwaves.com. Super powerful. Bending waves is the concept of the energetic shift of the mind. It's being able to, it's another way of saying that there is no spoon, because you are the spoon that's being bent, right? You are the reason why all things are happening. So this comes down to, I don't know why TikTok is doing this. It keeps popping up this really interesting thing and then closing. Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe I'm doing it. Shit. This equals Destiny of Souls. Yeah. It is so good. There are no words, man. 15 days sober. Holy crap, dude. That is absolutely phenomenal. I love that for you. That is so incredible. Now that we're 15 days sober, we want to start focusing on making those days count. So this is one of the biggest phrases that we want to, we aren't able to, that's silly. You are the kiss, dude, just so you know. I need to know what's going on. I'm not sure what you're saying. So here's the trip, man. There's no point in counting the days unless you're making those days count. Okay. That is the absolute truth. 23 months clean and sober. That is phenomenal. Are you 23 months recovering though? Like, this is a big question, because sober isn't recovered. You could be 23 months just sober, just clean, right? Which is good. But if we're still having the same thoughts, thinking the same things and feeling the same ways and doing the same stuff, then we're not recovering. We're just not consuming. That's amazing. 16 months recovered. Holy crap. That's incredible. You're off to purgatory anyway. That's not a real thing. When you die, I don't even want to get into that, because we could do that. Beyond sober, dude, I love that. That means you've worked so far through your sobriety, you can't even identify as sober anymore. How magical is that, dude? I love that. I'm doing recovery work. Dude, love hearing that, man. That is so phenomenal. Honestly, man, it's just designing a life you love to live. And that, if you were to summarize what recovery is, it's creating a world that you actually enjoy living in, creating a mind that you enjoy thinking with, creating a body that you enjoy operating in. That's what real recovery is. It doesn't necessarily come down to fixing anything in your past. It doesn't come down to forgiving people. It doesn't come down to like making amends or putting the pieces back together, anything like that. It comes down to going, I learned what I learned, I am what I am, and I know who I'm becoming. As long as our energy is going to those areas, then we are in an active state of recovery. Still learning with you. That's what I love that. It was never a book, any book. Truly, wisdom is incarnate. Facts, man. Wisdom is experience plus perspective, man. So like what I share is my own personal wisdom. It's wise people learn from other people's mistakes. I needed to hear this today. Dude, that's so awesome. We don't know what we need to hear until we hear it. We don't know what we like until we like it. We don't know what we want until we want it. And we don't have to understand why on any of those aspects. We just have to accept things for what they are. Everyone in their cluster telepathically communicating. Yeah, that is what the collective consciousness is. That's exactly what collective consciousness is all of us are collecting data. We all have our own unique perspectives. We are all the universe. We are all the energetic force that is contributing to each other's existence. So we like I say this to go, like, you have no idea how important you are. I know you may not be the happiest person you've ever met, but where you are right now is so important for all of us. Like, we're all being kind of fabric of life. Yeah. We're all being kind of energetically charged based on each other's experience. So another way of saying this is we have 122 amazing people here. And we are all energetically inclined and connected and relevant to each other. And so your experience, everything that's ever happened to and for you, is contributing to this entire experience for everybody. So if you think you're not important, you're just dead wrong. You had to experience yourself in life in the way that you have in order to be able to contribute to this space in the way that you are. Now that we know that, we want to look at that and go, okay, if everything in my life has been some type of survival, what changes? Carol, what's up? Thank you so much. What changes, or what can I influence, knowing that I am actively creating my future by being here? if what I think, what I say, and what I do and what I practice today is changing my future, then how do I want my future to look? Because we look at this and go, who knew? Who knew that 6 months ago you were preparing to handle this conversation? You inspired me to help myself. Oh my goodness, hang on. And to help others as well. Thank you. Oh, dude, I love that, Liz. That's so badass. I'm so happy for you. Who knew? Like, think about this. Who knew that 6 months ago you were preparing to be able to handle this conversation? Who knew that 6 months ago, whatever it was that you were doing, what is that, 2022? Who knew that you were developing, you were directly in the middle of having an experience that you would then later use in reference to this conversation right this moment? You had no idea that you were preparing for this. But everything that's ever happened to you has led you to make this decision, to stay here, to be here, to interact, to contribute, to share, to absorb, to receive, to impact, to remain curious. Everything that happened back then that you didn't realize you were preparing for brought you here. Knowing that you accidentally prepared to be here right now, now you can intentionally get excited about what's on its way, because you are here with intent, with conscious. You're aware. You know now. Now that you know, you can directly impact what's happening. And as long as what you're doing right now is helping you feel like you're moving in the right direction, then you could get excited about tomorrow, because you know that only more magic is on the way. Please explain Beyond Sober again, but slower for us all in the back. Of course. So here's the truth with what the word sober means, what the word beyond sober is, and the concept of sober, not sober. So sober means, sober is time. Sober means that you have chosen to stop drinking, and it's your conscious decision to not drink means you're sober. Sober means you want to drink, you prefer to drink, you're good at drinking or consuming whatever substance, and you're actively saying no to it. Dope, you're sober, bro. So if you said no to alcohol a week ago, you are 100% sober. All the alcohol is out of your system. You are actively saying no to alcohol. That's an active state of sobriety. So you're sober. Then there is the concept of not sober, which means if you decide to consume today, while you're under the influence, you are not sober. You can't be sober, right? Because you are influenced by the substance. So you're not sober. That doesn't mean you relapse. It just means that you're not 100% sober. That's called a lapse in your sobriety. So sober, I'm actively saying no. There's been time since my last drink. I am a sober person actively saying no to alcohol. Awesome. Fucking sober, bro. Good job. Not sober, I'm drinking, I'm under the influence. Then there's the other version of not sober, which is a connection to beyond sober. Beyond sober means you're not sober anymore. And that's because you've worked so far through your sobriety that you're not saying no to alcohol anymore. It's not a part of your life. There's no issue. You can walk down the grocery store and pick up a can of whatever, put it right back down. Look, a Four Loko. Look, I used to get drunk off that beer. That was my favorite whiskey when I was drinking. You're so far through your sobriety that it is not a hassle, not a struggle. You don't identify as a sober person anymore because you're not saying no to alcohol. You can't be sober from something that you just don't consume. It's like saying you're sober from being hit by a truck. If you don't get hit by trucks, how can you be sober from trucks? I'm not sober from yayo. I'm not sober from coke. I've never done it, so I can't be sober from it. Same goes for working so far through your sobriety, you're beyond sober. I'm beyond sober, dude. Like, so far beyond that shit. That means that you've recovered. You're not just in recovery as an extension of being sober. You're not working on things to make it easier to say no. You don't even have to say no because you're constantly wrapped up in saying yes with all this other shit. Your whole life isn't derivative of saying no to a substance, a person, place, or thing. That's it. So this is what sober, not sober means. Sober, not sober means I'm so sober, I can't even say that I'm sober anymore because that would actually be an insult to those that are actually in sobriety. Really think about that. Like it's a powerful concept. Because if you don't drink alcohol and somebody is struggling with alcohol and they're like, dude, I'm 6 weeks sober. And then you go, motherfucker, I'm 6 years sober. And that's, bro, I don't even drink alcohol. So for me to say that I'm sober is disrespecting those that are actually struggling within the space and time of sobriety. So this is where the unlabeled sobriety program is coming out, is because we are actively redefining our sobriety without labels. Bro, gatekeeping sobriety. You know what's really interesting? I love when people say that because they're completely unaware that I'm an international best-selling fucking author. They are completely unaware that I'm the creator of one of the most powerful sobriety programs on planet Earth. They're completely unaware that I teach a sobriety masterclass that is so powerful that women have gotten the rights to their children back, that they've been able to be let go of numerous DUI charges because the power within the program that I've created is so transformative that people have identity crises, and judges and juries and DAs don't recognize the person in the system. They're completely unaware that I've written hundreds of articles. I have a book. They're completely unaware that I have a fucking TV show called Beyond Sober. They are completely unaware that I've created the Beyond Sober podcast. They are completely unaware that I spend 20, 30 hours a month sharing exactly how to, what to, when to, where to, and why to get fucking sober. They're completely unaware that everything they could ever possibly need is one click away. They're completely unaware that all they have to do is go to my fucking bio and drop their basic information, and I will send over for free, plus 2 weeks of my personal accountability, a 6-step recovery guide that is the backbone of the most powerful sobriety program you're ever going to fucking find. They're completely unaware that 150 key point master list step by step is free of charge and easily accessible with the link in my fucking bio. You want to talk about gatekeeping, dude? Holy shit. They're also completely unaware that all of my profits that I make from anything like selling shirts go towards helping people recover from addiction with fucking programs, dude. They're also completely unaware that I am a sobriety master coach, and I spend countless hours working with people one-on-one, helping them become the most unfuckwittable person they've ever imagined. You want to talk about gatekeeping? Not only that, I give the fucking sobriety program away. I give access to everything that I have away. I'm on every single social media platform talking about sobriety. If you ain't sober, it's because you don't want to be. There is zero excuses why someone wouldn't get sober or focus on their mental health when everything they'll ever possibly need is literally on one fucking website. On top of that, I have another website coming out called SoberNotSober.com, where every single one of those resources are outlined strategically and specifically for your beautiful mind to be one click away from everything you'll ever possibly need to take care of you and break generational fucking curses, dude. Gatekeeping? Sobriety is fucking free. It's free. Not only that, you can go to BeyondSoberPodcast.com and scroll to the very first episode, catch all of the Beyond Sober private affirmations. Episodes 1 through 25 is the audio from the video of the sobriety platform. It's all free, dude. So for someone to say that I'm gatekeeping is only an opportunity for me to express how much I give a fuck. All of my life, all of my time, all of my energy, when you don't see my stupid Pauly Shore face here, is making sure that you continue to have access to everything you'll ever fucking need for the rest of your life. That includes a fitness program, a nutrition and supplement platform. Not only that, but people are on my calendar every single day. All I'm doing is making sure that you have exactly what you need. That's because I'm a servant leader. Because I am here to show up to make sure that you're okay. I want to make sure that you have what you need so you can take advantage of all that I have to offer. That's my whole life, dude. Literally. And that's in between businesses. Not only that, but I have to make my own money, my own paper. This isn't some government funded shit. I have to pay for all of the systems and the processes and the resources and the bandwidth and the time and the advertising and the fucking marketing, all of that shit out of fucking pocket for you to say that I'm gatekeeping. That's amazing, dude. That is amazing. I absolutely love an opportunity to talk about my personal success because my success is derivative of how well you're fucking doing. Thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of people have benefited from all 30 fucking 800 videos I've released here on TikTok. The countless hours over the years of work that I've re-released on other platforms, just like this live. All of the articles that I've used to spread across the fucking world, dude. The talk shows that I've been on talking about this shit. The virality that I've reached across the fucking earth for sharing my story, dude. Gatekeeping? That's absolute fucking bananas. It's absolute bananas, dude. He's helped me, and I'm not even an alcoholic. I love that. I absolutely love that. I talk about alcoholism because hundreds of thousands of people ask me, they have asked me, how do I stop drinking? I was a high functioning alcoholic, dude. I needed alcohol to live. I died from drinking alcohol. Alcohol was my medicine. And so I put everything that you could ever possibly need in one place. What do I wish I would have had? What do I wish I would have heard? And what type of access do I wish I could have utilized? Everything, step by step, format by format, second by second. If you can't watch it, read it. If you can't read it, listen to it. If you can't read it, listen to it, watch it. Everything you need is all in one place. It's all with the link in my bio. Not only that, but then I also have a message board. So that means that you can go to the link in my bio, ask me a private question, and I will respond to you personally with a video, with a text message, or with an email. Whatever you prefer, dude. Gatekeeping is such a... I love all the opportunities that I get to just describe how far I've recovered and what I've done and where my energy's at. I give a fuck. I give many fucks. All of the fucks that I have to give, I like to share with you. Whether that's energy, that's time, or that's space. I'm here for you guys. 100%. Are you becoming a nun? Yeah. 100%. Hang on. Let me scroll through these, see if there's anything else that I can answer. 4 days sober? Dude, you're 100% sober today. You can't get more sober than sober. You got to make sure you're making those days count, right? I held my Bill. Hang on. I held my Bill's hand while he died from alcoholism. I know exactly what that's like, man. I love you too, little mama. I appreciate you. I did BSO last year. I wish I stuck to it. Jump back in, dude. If you were in Beyond Sober, you still have access. Get it. Fucking jump in. You get a lifetime access if you jumped into Beyond Sober. It's practice. The Unlabeled program is coming out too. So for anybody that decides to sign up for Beyond Sober, whether you're struggling with alcoholism, mental health, physical health, nutritional health, whatever, Beyond Sober covers all of that. For anybody that's signing up for Beyond Sober with the link in my bio, you're automatically going to be upgraded to the Unlabeled program. Like, whether or not you complete Beyond Sober, I want you to have access to the years and years and years of knowledge that I'm putting into Unlabeled. Unlabeled is being released after helping hundreds of thousands of people, after speaking one-on-one with hundreds of people, after helping thousands of people with their mental health and their sobriety and physical health. After getting all of those results, then I'm building Unlabeled. It's almost finished. I got to start recording it. This is going to be astronomically more powerful, and already is, than anything that I've ever created. Beyond Sober is revolutionary. This is outer planetary shit. And this is because it's not out of desperation. I built Beyond Sober because so many people were struggling and still are. 76 million people are struggling with alcohol right now. That's why Beyond Sober is as impactful as it is. It's for every one of those amazing human beings. 3 million of those people are going to die because of alcoholism. That's why I give the program away. Maybe I can help them. But unlabeled is literally next level stuff. So I say this to anybody that decides to jump into the Beyond Sober program. Not only getting yourself a membership is also buying a membership for someone that is less financially capable. But I'm going to be upgrading everybody as soon as Unlabeled comes out. So you have access to the original program and the new one, right? Just as a thank you, just for being you. I want to see you win. I want you to take everything I have and do it better. I want you to take everything that I have and help somebody else. I want you to take literally all of my tools and resources and concepts, capitalize on them, benefit from them, make money from them, whatever you got to do. And then show me how it's done, because I'm ready to learn from you. I want to sign up, but not just there financially at the moment. It is all good. Don't even trip. If anybody's struggling financially and you do want access to the program, just go to sponsormysobriety.com, or you can scroll to the bottom of the page, beyondsober.org, and click on sponsorship. I don't want finances to be the reason why you're not taking care of yourself. Ever. Ever, ever, ever. So once again, if you're struggling financially and you would like to join the program, go to either the website and scroll to the very bottom and hit sponsorship, or just type in sponsormysobriety.com. Just message you. Unlabeled is phenomenal concept. Beautiful. Thank you for all that you're doing. Thank you so much. I surely appreciate it. Let me see if I can show you this real quick. Hang on, before I go make myself some food. I've been working on Unlabeled this morning, so I'll show you guys what it looks like so far. Hopefully it's not backwards for you guys. So this is the main page, Sober Not Sober, right? So I just ordered this shirt today. Sick ass shirt. Sober Not Sober, dude. But then there is the actual Unlabeled logo, which, hang on. I just ordered this one today too. Hang on. Yawn. Okay, maybe that's it. Will that work? Oh, there we go. And then this is the actual Unlabeled logo. Let me see. Scroll up. There you go. Unlabeled. Live beyond labels. Redefine your recovery. Right? It's all about giving yourself the power. So instead of feeling like you have to recover under the realm of alcoholic or getting sober or addict or anything like that, it's unlabeled. Sobernotsober.com, unlabeled sobriety, redefine your recovery, man. So all of this, keep in mind, I'm designing it all for you guys. And that's what I do in my free time, is making sure that I continue to expand. Love Unlabeled. Thank you so much. With that said, I gotta eat. You guys have talked me into an appetite, and I cannot thank you enough. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today, specifically through all the clown talk, through the death talk, the life talk, the peace talk, the sober talk, the recovery talk, the physical, emotional, and financial aspects of everything. Thank you for sticking with me as I got an honest chance to express my own recovery and my own accomplishments and my own mission and my own statements. It really, really contributes to my humble, as aggressive as it sounds when I say that. I say it from a place of being extremely humbled that I've been able to recover in the way that I have, that I've been able to focus in the way that I have, that I've been able to develop the self-love and discipline necessary to be able to help as many people as I do every day. Me being able to share that from a place of what feels like aggression is love. It's passion. I'm so psychotically passionate about what I do and how I do it that it's just imperative that I defend a disillusion or a miscomprehension of what I'm here for. And so thank you for hanging out and allowing me to just like express myself. Honestly, I'm growing because you choose to stay here. I am a better person because you continue to show up. I am getting more expansive because you continue to share this platform with me, and you are the reason this platform exists for me. I'm here for you, and I know for a fact that you're here for me too. And I just can't express enough love for you being exactly who you are. You seriously mean so much to me, and I wish I could express to you how important you are. If nobody fucking tells you I need you to know that I am so proud of you. Like, so proud of you. You could have given up at any time, and you choose to keep it just one more day, just one more bite, just one more thought, just one more thing. You just continue to show the fuck up, man. When life is getting rough, you continue to shine through. You continue finding fucking reasons why you matter. You continue finding reasons why you're allowed to be happy. You continue finding reasons why tomorrow is just as important as today. You continue finding reasons why you are the love that you're seeking, and all that you are seeking is more peace. You continue utilizing my face as a permission slip to love you and to love the people around you. And I can't thank you enough, honestly. Not enough words. There are the exact same amount of words to describe my love and appreciation for you as there is for me to describe what it feels like to be on the other side of death. It's that expansive. With that said, I'm going to take care of me. I'm going to make me another burrito. Jay, thank you so much. Thank you for being here. And I'm going to chat with you guys soon. So I'm going to take care of me. And just like my mother always says, take care of you. Yeah? You're going to take care of you? Just take care of you. Just take care of you, right? Take care.